Hi, and welcome to Yoga Therapy with Ashley. I'm Ashley, social worker and yoga therapist. Today we're exploring a question that often surprises people. Why was yoga created? Most people think of yoga as postures or exercise, but the truth is, yoga was never about flexibility. It was about freedom, freedom from the restless mind. Even the ancient yogis struggled to meditate, so they created yoga as a way to prepare for meditation and ultimately for peace. Thousands of years ago in India, long before yoga mats and leggings, yogis were asking the same question we still ask today. Why can't I quiet my mind? They lived in huts or forests, often in poverty, surrounded by sickness, famine, and war. Even without cell phones or traffic, the human mind was loud. Our ancestors wrestled with fear, hunger, loss. They saw the world full of suffering and asked, how do we find peace when life is so uncertain? The ancient texts like the Vedas, Upanishads, and later the Yoga Sutras by Patanjali all point to the same truth. The mind is restless by nature, and if we want to experience the divine, the self, or simple inner peace, we have to learn to still it. Patanjali defined yoga as chitta vritta nirodha, the stilling of the fluctuations of the mind. But how do you still a mind that's constantly spinning? The yogis discovered you can't just sit down and force it. The body must be prepared. The breath must be balanced. The nervous system has to become calm. So they developed a system that includes asana, the movement to release tension and ground energy, pranayama, breath, to balance and focus the mind, and pratyahara, withdrawing from sensory distractions. Only then could they truly meditate. Yoga wasn't about handstands. It was about healing the human condition, the constant push and pull between craving and aversion, hope and fear. It's easy to romanticize the past, but ancient life was hard. There was disease, hunger, danger. There was inequality, a caste division, and grief. So even the sages, the ones who renounced everything, felt the pull of the world. They saw suffering and wanted liberation, not just for themselves, but for all beings. They created yoga not to escape life, but to understand it, to make sense of the chaos, to train the mind to stay calm and steady, even in a storm. Fast forward to present. We may not be starving, but we're still restless. We've replaced famine with burnout, silence with screens, tribal wars with inner wars, comparison, anxiety, trauma, stress, the list goes on. The struggles have changed, but the purpose of yoga hasn't. Yoga was and still is a technology for peace, a way to meet suffering with presence, to build strength in the body so the heart can stay open, to soften the nervous system so awareness can shine through. So the next time you step on your mat, remember, every pose is a prayer for stillness. Every breath is an offering to the self. Every moment of awareness is a step towards liberation. Yoga isn't about becoming someone else. It's about remembering who you already are, beneath the noise, the striving, and the stories. Thank you for being here today. If this reflection supported you, consider subscribing for weekly videos of blending yogic wisdom with mind-body practices for holistic healing. New videos drop every Friday. I'll see you next time.